Let's take a look at verbs. Now, there are two kinds of verbs. Okay, stop it. That got me. Let's take a look at verbs. Now, you remember that a verb expresses action or state of being. There are two kinds of verbs. You can have action verbs, you can have linking verbs. Today, we're going to talk about the action verbs. Let's look at these and see if we can find the action verbs, those that express either a physical action or a mental action. The first sentence, Julie pranced down the stairs. All right, pranced. You know that pranced is she strutted down the stairs. She walked down the stairs. That's an action verb. The dog growled at the stranger. Growled is your action. It tells what the subject did. All right, the last one. The team understood the next play. Now you see here you have understood. That is a mental action. It doesn't necessarily show physical action, but it is a mental action. Is called a linking verb. Now remember, a linking verb will do just that. It links the subject to another word in the sentence. Linking verbs can be verbs. We call those helping verbs too, and you have that list with you. You might want to look at that. Verbs like be, am, is, are, was, all those different kinds of verbs. So let's see if you can pick out the linking verbs in these sentences. The first sentence, John is an athlete. Now you'll notice John is the person doing the action. John is an athlete. Athlete describes or renames John. Therefore, is your verb. It forms that bridge between John and athlete. Sentence number 2. The players are fast. Notice players would be who's doing the action. Fast describes the players. So this would be your linking verb, linking players to fast. The last sentence, German shepherds appear intelligent. Now in this one, appear is not a be verb. It's another kind of verb. So let's take a look and see how this sentence works. German shepherd, that's who's doing the action. You notice intelligent renames them. They are intelligent. It describes them. So appear here is your linking verb. It links shepherd to intelligent. Now, let's see if you can do some activities with these. Let's take a look at action and linking one more time. Sometimes there are words that can be action, they can also be linking. Now there's usually a particular group and those appear on your paper that I gave you. But let's take a look to see if we can tell the difference. Okay, look up at the board and let's see. Animals sometimes appear on TV. Now if you'll notice, appear is your verb. Appear doesn't link anything, does it? It shows action. There's no word here that goes back and describes animals or renames animals. So in this case, appear is action. So we'll just put an A over that. Look at the next one. Solar heaters on roofs look strange. All right, if you look at this one, solar heaters on roofs look. There's your action word, or there's your verb word. Now, what does it do? If you'll notice, solar heaters, that's what the sentence is talking about. Solar heaters look. Strange is that bridge that it makes. That's your word that tells what the heaters are doing, or how they look. Look strange. So here, look would be a linking verb. It links heaters to strange. Now the last one. Scientists look for new energy resources. If you look, you have scientists. That's your subject. That's what the sentence is talking about. Now scientists look. That's your verb. If you'll notice, you don't have anything here that tells about the scientist. So in this case, it's action. Now we're ready for you to see if you can pick out action or linking. The last thing that we're going to talk about with verbs would be the verb phrase. Now remember, a verb phrase is the main verb plus any helping or be verbs. The verbs sometimes can have a word between them that is not a verb. That is perfectly all right, and we're going to do some of those in just a moment. Remember, your verb phrase is your main verb, your action verb, plus a be verb. So let's see if we can do these in the following sentences. Number 1, passengers could use the emergency exit. All right, now if you'll notice, could use. You have your be verb, and your helping verb, and you also have an action. So that's considered a verb phrase. All right, parachutes should always be tested. Now be careful with this one. Should, that's part of your be verb. Be is part of your be verb. And tested is an action verb. So that would be your verb phrase. Always is not a verb. Next thing, they must have walked to the mall. Notice have is one of your be verbs or helping verbs. Walked is your action. Together, they form that verb phrase. Now, you do some verb phrases.